Look at this slide summarizing the types of AI. We frequently place spam filters, creative chatbots, image generators, and even theoretical digital superbrains under one single word, AI. Lumping all of these distinct technologies together creates massive public confusion. It makes it nearly impossible to understand how the software operating on our personal devices is actually evolving. To stop treating these systems like unpredictable magic, we need a better framework. We have to separate what an AI knows from what an AI makes. To do that, we evaluate a system by asking two specific questions. First, how broad is the capability? And second, what kind of output can it create? Answering these two questions cuts through the industry noise. They give us a clear map to accurately identify artificial narrow intelligence, generative AI, and artificial general intelligence. Let us start with capability. ANI, or artificial narrow intelligence, is designed to perform a specific task within a strictly limited domain. Narrow does not mean weak. Inside its specific boundary, it can be highly capable, outperforming humans at that specialty. A spam filter identifies millions of unwanted messages. A factory inspection model spots microscopic defects. But the system breaks down outside its job. A factory camera cannot organize your calendar, and a spam filter cannot diagnose a medical condition. The trade-off is clear. ANI is exceptionally powerful inside its boundary, but it fails completely when forced to generalize outside it. Now our second question, what can the system create? Generative AI describes exactly this, a capability defined by creating new content. Instead of just sorting data, these models output original text, code, images, audio, and even video. Because these outputs look incredibly creative, people often assume generative AI sits on a timeline as a completely separate, higher level of intelligence than narrow AI. That assumption is incorrect. Generative AI tells us what the system makes, not how broadly it can reason. It is a capability, not a stage of intelligence. Today's generative tools can work across many related tasks, but they lack reliable human-like understanding across every domain. Most generative AI remains bounded, relying heavily on human context and verification. Let's pause for a moment. Based on what we've covered, which of these statements is incorrect? Is it A, ANI describes a capability boundary? B, generative AI describes what kind of output a system creates? Or C, generative AI automatically means AGI? The incorrect statement is C. Generative AI does not automatically mean artificial general intelligence. A system can draft an incredible email or generate a beautiful image and still be completely bounded in how it reasons outside specific tasks. Finally, we reach AGI, artificial general intelligence. This refers to a system with broad, human-like capability across many cognitive tasks. Instead of separate models for coding, science, and planning, an AGI would dynamically learn, transfer knowledge, and adapt to unfamiliar situations across all of them. Confirmed AGI has simply not been achieved. No matter what a headline might claim, we do not have a proven general system today. AGI is best understood as an aspirational benchmark for broad capability. It is not a reality we can point to in current software. Let's put this framework into practice. Imagine an AI tool that writes code and creates images, but still depends on its trained limits and your explicit context to get things right. Because it creates new content, it has generative AI capabilities. But because it still operates within distinct limits and cannot reliably adapt to foreign domains on its own, it remains bounded. This summary chart brings the complete picture together. ANI is highly capable but restricted to specific tasks. Generative AI creates new content, but typically functions as bounded AI. And AGI, characterized by general human-like capability, remains unrealized. The next time you encounter a new AI tool, do not accept the umbrella term. Ask the two questions. How broad is its capability, and what can it create? Once you do, AI feels a little less like unpredictable magic and a lot more like a categorized system of distinct tools we can understand.